What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nights 91 coming you guys with another video. So the first preseason game is officially in the books. The Eagles at home took on the Tennessee Titans, losing by a score of 27-10. This game, most of the starters did not play this game. This was most of the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on stringers. This was the game where most of the the third, fourth stringers played. Carson Wentz did not play, did not suit up, I don't believe. No Alshon Jeffrey, no Deshaun Jackson, no Zach Ertz. It was most of the backups in this game. Nate Sudfeld, unfortunately, as we all know, went down with an injury, which Nate Sudfeld was one of those players who I was keeping a close eye on, because Nate Sudfeld obviously being the number 2 guy now that Nick Foles is in Jacksonville, who the Eagles will be seeing next week, actually, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sudfeld during his time, his time playing this game, actually put up okay numbers. He wasn't too bad, but then the unfortunate injury of breaking his wrist, and we all know how that went. I'm gonna go over the stats real quick for this game and give you my thoughts afterwards. So with that said, let me go ahead and go over these stats. When it came to passing, Nate Sudfeld was 10. He had 10 completions out of 18 attempts, 177 yards, including a touchdown pass, a 75-yard bomb downfield. Cody Kessler came in after that. He was 3 for 6, 12 yards, nothing special at all. And Clayton Thorson was 2 for 9, 7 yards, and 1 interception. When it came to rushing, Wendell Smallwood had 4 carries for 11 yards, no touchdowns. He averaged 2.8 yards a carry. Donnell Pumphrey had 3 carries for 11 yards, no touchdowns. He averaged 3.7 yards a carry, and he fumbled the football once. Jordan Howard had 3 carries for 8 yards, a 2.7 yard per carry average. Josh Adams had 3 carries for 3 yards. He had a 1 yard per carry average, and he fumbled. Miles Sanders, who another player that I was, keeping an eye on this game. You guys know how I feel about Miles Sanders. Not really much this game for Miles Sanders. He had 3 carries for 3 yards, averaging 1 yard a carry. So not much for Miles Sanders at all this game. Cody Kessler, 1 carry for 1 yard, 1 yard average per carry. When it came to receiving, Markel Mitchell had one catch for 75 yards, which was that long touchdown pass from Nate Sudfeld. He was targeted 3 times this game. I think it's Markel Mitchell. I think that's how you say his name. Dallas Goedert actually did pretty well. Dallas Goedert had 3 catches for 50 yards. He was targeted 5 times. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside definitely looks like he could be the real deal. He had 2 catches for 23 yards, 4 targets. Josh Adams had 3 catches for 18 yards on three targets. Josh Perkins had 1 catch for 11 yards on 1 target. Wendell Smallwood, 2 catches for 8 yards on 4 targets. Braxton Miller had 1 catch for 7 yards. He was targeted twice. DeAndre Tompkins had 1 catch for 4 yards. He was targeted 2 times. Carlton Agadosi he was targeted 1 time, no catches. Donnell Pumphrey had 1 catch. He was targeted 2 times. Now, when it comes to defense over here, go over this defensive stats. Josh Hawkins, pretty good game for Josh Hawkins. He had 8 tackles. He had 1 sack. He had 8 tackles. My apologies for that. He had 8 tackles. Deshaun Hall had 6 tackles. He had 1 sack and 3 tackles for a loss. Jeremiah McKinnon, 5 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Jonathan Cyprin, 4 tackles. LJ Fort had 4 tackles. Trey Elson had 3 tackles. Josh Sweat had 3 tackles. Ajing Harris had 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss. DeAndre Hall had 3 tackles. Sharif Miller had 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss. Pretty solid numbers for Sharif Miller. Trey Sullivan had 2 tackles. Zach Brown had 2 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Bruce Hector had 2 tackles. Andrew Sadejo had 1 tackle. TJ Edwards had 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Kasim Edeball had 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Jay Liggins had 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Trayvon Hester had 1 tackle. Avante Mass had 1 tackle. Alex Singleton, 1 tackle. Asante Brown, 1 tackle. Kevin Wilkins, 1 tackle. Nate Gary, 1 tackle. Blake Counters, 1 tackle assist. Kicking, Jake Elliott, another one of those so-and-so days. He was 1 for 2, a 53-yard field goal, 1 for 1 on extra point. Cameron Johnson punted the football 6 times, 49 yards in average, and his long was 59 yards. So there you go, the stats right there. Like I said, this game was a was most of the backups, man, like you would expect the first preseason game. We had the unfortunate injury with Nate Sudfeld. Prayers for Nate Sudfeld. Very unfortunate for him to go down like that. I was definitely keeping a close eye on him because obviously he was going to be the number 2 guy behind Carson Wentz, and crossing our fingers that Carson Wentz stays healthy this whole year. Sudfeld played pretty decent until that unfortunate injury. So prayers for Sudfeld. Hopefully it's a speedy recovery for him and we get him back shortly. But yeah, overall, man, just what you would expect, man. The first preseason game, most of the backups playing, not gonna be a whole lot of points put up. It's an evaluation process. For Eagle fans that are panicking right now about the Eagles' performance, man, relax, guys, relax. It's just a preseason game, the first preseason game. Me personally, I would rather they actually go 0-4, to be honest with you, because I don't want to hear that bullshit from, especially rival fans like Cowboy fans saying that the Eagles are the preseason champions, whatever. I didn't want to hear that bullshit. So if they went 0-4, who cares? At the end of the day, all I care about is I'm seeing improvement. I'm seeing players performing well. That's all I care about in the preseason. That's all I care about is seeing players perform well. And we had, some players definitely, played pretty well. There's players that definitely need more work, and they got to step it up soon. But overall, I'm okay. I'm okay with overall what I saw. I know that obviously this is no serious game plan in these games. Very vanilla offense, vanilla defense. So yeah, I'm not tripping. I'm not freaking out like some people are about this loss. Like I said, I don't care about winning preseason games. All I care about is seeing players perform well, and it's just a little warm up for the when it really matters, the regular season. So if we go 0-4 in the preseason, wouldn't really matter to me whatsoever, as long as I see everybody performing well. When it comes to Carson Wentz, I expect Carson Wentz to be playing next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going down to Jacksonville, I expect them to play 1 series. That's what I'm expecting to see, but we'll find out next week. Sorry about that, guys. Got a call there. Hate it when people call me when I'm in the middle, when I'm in the middle of making videos. It sucks because it obviously interrupts my videos. But yeah, I'm expecting Carson Wentz to play, maybe a series, maybe 2 series next week. Get well soon, Nate Sudfeld. Hopefully, he could be back on the field soon, very shortly. Hopefully, we don't have to see him or any other backups at all this season. Crossing our fingers that Carson Wentz stays healthy. But yeah, I'm not really tripping about this loss at all. It's the preseason. Like I said earlier, man. All I care about is seeing players perform well. That's all I care about. And overall, I think certain players I was looking to see perform well. I think most of them did perform well. The ones that didn't, it was mostly because they wasn't really given that much about much of opportunity. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Put this game behind us. Move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars game. We'll definitely be watching that carefully, especially if Carson Wentz does play that game like I'm expecting him to play. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nice 91 is out of here. Fly, go fly. Peace.